Hi guys, welcome to Swatchfest. I'm so glad that you're here. You guys know by now what Swatchfest is, but for anybody who is new, basically we're gonna swatch through 10 random polishes from my Swatchfest bin. This one. And we're just gonna kind of hang out, have some fun, relax at the end of our week. I hope that you had a really good week, and if you didn't have a super great week, I hope that you can enjoy yourself here with like-minded people who love the same things as you. So I thought it would be fun today to start this video by answering 3 frequently asked questions. If you guys have been here for a while, then you probably already know the answer to these questions, but I get these questions at least once a week, sometimes in every video. So, question number 1. How many bottles of nail polish do you have? We're dealing with over 4,500 bottles of nail polish, which is a ridiculous amount of nail polish. And certainly before I started this channel, I didn't have that level of madness going on. I did collect a lot of nail polish, but having this channel does lend to collecting a lot of nail polish. The second question that I get asked, I've actually got asked this question a lot recently, so sorry for anyone who's been asking it and I didn't answer it. People want to know when I paint my nails, how long do I wait in between coats? Because of all of our different body chemistry, polish will dry on people faster than others. My mom, for example, claims that she has to wait about 15 minutes between each coat of nail polish. My polish doesn't take that long to dry. I would say that I probably wait about 5 minutes between each coat. Now, that's if I'm actually painting my nails where I want it to stay on like for a long time, which to be honest with you guys really isn't the case very much for me. I never wear a polish more than 1 day usually, unless I'm about to go on a trip or something. So let's say I'm going on a trip, I'm going to paint my first coat, wait 5 minutes, second coat, and then you can go in with your fast drying top coat. You know, it depends on the top coat whether you need to actually wait for the second coat to be dry before you top coat it, or if it doesn't really matter. But if you don't wait for that first coat to dry completely, then the top layers really are never going to dry and you're going to end up with a gooey mess no matter what. So what I would suggest to you, if you're wondering how long should I wait, just experiment with it. Kind of take a day to just figure that out, because it's not the same for everybody, but you do definitely want to wait for your layers to dry. Now when you're watching me swatch it, like today for example, or in any of my videos, I don't typically wait for the polish to dry longer than like 1 minute. That's long enough for it to dry where typically with most polishes, my second layer isn't just going to go pick up the first layer immediately. 1 minute is even longer than you necessarily need to, but that's about how long it's taking me to get back to that nail, if that makes any sense, because I go through my nails like this as I'm swatching for you guys. So that's about how long you see it. That's the length of time it's been dry when you see it in my videos. When I'm doing it for my manicure to stay on a long time, no, I wait longer than that. So that's number 2. The third question that I get very frequently asked is the music on my channel me, myself playing? And yes, it is. So I found that when I started watching YouTube, I gravitated more to the channels that had a little bit of music in the background of their videos. And so I that kind of helped base my model for how I wanted to do my videos. But as you know, if you've created videos, if you put in anybody else's music that's not from a specific website of like free music, and there's only, you know, there's a limited amount of music that you can use, so everybody's videos end up sounding the same. So I figured out how to combat that was that I would just record all the music for my channel, and then I would be able to get around that situation and be able to have whatever it is that I want on my channel. Okay, so this L'Oreal Red, you guys know well, if you've been with me, you know I like the L'Oreal polishes. I think they do a good job. This is called Hot Couture. I believe I received this polish from my friend Kim, so thank you, Kim, if it was you who sent this to me for Swatchfest. And this is a really beautiful, lustre red. It's just like a slightly cool toned wine shade, and it's very pretty. It goes on nicely in 2 coats. I feel like it's maybe like a borderline 2 to 3 coater, because the second coat I felt like it's like the edge of my nail wasn't completely opaque. But let's go ahead and swatch it and you guys will see. This is called Hot Couture, and this is from their Extraordinaire Gel Lac line. So it was like the 2-step polish. Next up, I have a hot pink with heavy shimmer from FingerPaints, and this polish is called It's All an Illusionism. And this is really pretty, but as you will see when I swatch it, it's very sheer. Lots of times, as I've explained to you guys before, if you're gonna have a really high shimmer content, lots of times it needs to be sheer, because if it's too opaque, then you're not gonna see it, depending on the shimmer, but generally if it's too opaque, you're not really gonna see it, and it could cause some texturing issues. So whenever I have a polish with gorgeous shimmer, I tend to not be too critical if it's overly sheer. And I will even occasionally wear it as a topper to be able to enjoy the polish rather than trying to build it up. So you're gonna watch me build this up on 3 coats. I got it like okay opaque at 3 coats, but like I said, this might be actually better as a topper. It's really pretty though, and I'm loving all that shimmer, so let's go ahead and swatch it. I feel like one of these little curls right here is making me look like Ben Franklin. So this has been a crazy week, you guys. I remember telling you a couple of weeks ago that I love it when my calendar is just like open. I have a white erase board calendar on my fridge that I just write everything in as we go through the weeks, and you start out the month and everything looks clean, and then you write in events as you go. And this week we had, well, me specifically, but I had something to do on every single day of the week. And it's just been kind of crazy. It's been good, but it's just been really busy. Tim and I's anniversary was on Tuesday. It was Tim's turn to plan this date. So I planned Valentine's Day. It was his turn to be in charge of our anniversary. So he booked us in at a spa. We had a 90-minute massage with a soak in the hot tub. And then after that, we went to dinner, and I had stuffed salmon. And all I could think about, because my kids rule my life, is the part on Madagascar, Penguins in Madagascar, where the guy, one of the guys keeps saying, "You're gonna make me lose my salmon." That's one of my kids' favorite lines from that show. They just say it all the time. The other one that they say is, "Dial down the moxie, sass mouth," or "dial back the moxie." I don't know exactly what it is, but they say it all the time. So that's what I kept thinking. And I love fish, but we never have it at home because Tim doesn't like it. So whenever we go out, he's like, "Get the fish, get the fish." So I had stuffed salmon. It was stuffed with shrimp and tomatoes and onions and feta cheese. And it was, speaking of feta cheese, we had a Mediterranean salad that was like the best ever. I actually enjoyed that way more than the entree. So yeah, that was so nice this week to be able to celebrate with my husband. And then, oh, we just had so many more things going on this week, one of which was that I released the Use the Schwartz collection, the Moonshine Manny newest collection that released yesterday. If you didn't see that video, it was just one video back from this one, and there are 4 polishes in there that are also Spaceballs inspired. We talked about it a little bit last week. So yesterday I was busy packaging orders, and thank you to everyone who purchased it so far. If you have no idea what I'm talking about, here's a little image of what the collection looks like. So super busy week, but no major mishaps, just busyness, you know? So I'm thankful for that. But I tell you, I looked on the calendar this morning and saw that next week is like open. It is so open. It's the last thing we have to do of the week. Tonight we're going to a game night. Tim and I are going to a couples only game night, and I don't know what we're gonna be doing there, but it sounds like fun because I like games. So that's my week, you guys. The next polish for orange is my one throwback this week. I had some orange polishes in the Swatchfest bin, but I try not to repeat a brand within Swatchfest, and so they were brands that were already represented in Swatchfest. So I pulled in this throwback. So this is from the brand Spoiled. We haven't looked at them in a little while. Once in a while we look at them because I will pull them in as a throwback, but as you know, this brand isn't being sold in CVS anymore, which is where I purchased them in the first place. These polishes used to be on sale for like $2 for $3 all the time, so I think once upon a time ago when I first started collecting polishes, and before I fell in love with indie polish, I did collect a lot of mainstream and like drugstore brand polish, and so I probably owned like every single one. But this one is one that I held on to. It is the polish that I have today, or that I have on today, and it's just this really lovely, like deeper than sherbet, but it feels like a sherbet orange to me because it's like kind of soft and peachy. It also has a very light luster that doesn't show up on the nail at all, but it's in the bottle, and it probably just lends to give the polish a little bit more just livelihood. Anyway, this polish is called Let's Get Sushi, and that's I think probably the other reason I kept this polish, because I thought the name was so cute. So let's go ahead and take a look at it. The next polish we're going to look at is from Barielle. We haven't talked about them in forever, and look at this beautiful yellow. Actually, I think we talked about them a few weeks ago, but before that we hadn't talked about them in a really, really long time. I think I used to find their polishes at like TJ Maxx or something, and I don't anymore, and so I just never picked them up. But when I was shopping at Trans Design a couple weeks ago, I purchased some specifically for Swatchfest. So I bought some oranges and some yellows. This one's called Banana Drop. Now, this polish is really pretty, but it has yellow syndrome, which means that it's just kind of streaky. Just do lighter layers. I think I probably went in a little too thick in my live swatch. It is a pretty color though. I like it. It's not one of those yellows where you get done with the third coat and you're like, that was too much of a mess, too much of a hassle, I didn't even like it. No, thank you. It wasn't that bad. So let's go ahead and swatch it. So one of the things that I did this week was I went to a party at my church that was just for the women. We just hung out, we had dinner, we had a party, and I was on the planning committee for it. And so my Thursday evening was setting up this birthday party kind of celebration for all the ladies at church, and then taking it down. But in the middle part, I got to hang out and have chicken salad sandwiches and cupcakes and have a fun time. One of the things that we did is at the tables, I put these 3x5 cards that has get to know you questions on them so that everybody could ask each other these questions at the table and just get to know each other a little bit better. And I took a long time to write all these out by hand because sometimes I'm ridiculously old school and don't use my computer. And that's just something about me. Actually, you know what else is something about me? When I was a kid, I must have been like 9 or 10. I used to take my favorite book that I was reading at that time, take a lined notebook and write out the book into my journal. What is that? I have no idea where I even got that from, and I don't have any of those notebooks anymore, but I would just like write out the whole book. I guess I really liked writing. I thought I was gonna be a writer from age like 8 to 13 approximately. So anyway, I have all these cards and I thought it would be fun to ask them. So I'm just gonna pull out like a random one once in a while. I don't know that we'll do it every week, but you could also, in the comment section, when you enter the giveaway, you can answer this question if you would like to, and we can get to know each other a little bit better. So I'm just gonna, here. Okay, this question says, would you rather go hang gliding or whitewater rafting? Ooh, these both sound really, really scary. I think I'm actually more scared of whitewater rafting because I don't really like the water very much. I'm scared of the water, you guys. That's what about. There's a new shark movie coming out soon. It's called The Meg or something. I'll probably watch it, even though I'm scared of sharks. I'm like scared / fascinated. But big, deep bodies of water are so, so scary to me. I think I watched Jaws when I was like 7. So anyway, hang gliding. If I could be any animal, I'd definitely be a bird. I think the idea of being able to fly is just so fantastic. So if I was gonna choose one of these, which I probably wouldn't choose one, but if I was gonna choose one, I think I'd go hang gliding. I'm a little bit nervous about the landing, but I think that's what I'd choose. So why don't you tell me in the comments which one you would choose? And that'll be super fun for me, and you can read all the other comments and see what other people are saying. Okay, for green and blue, I'm actually like super obsessed with both of these shades. They're both A+ polish contenders. I picked a different one instead, but you can consider these both A+. One indie, one costed me $1. So they're both fantastic in different ways. First up, this is Sweet Trip to Honeydukes from the book month, which was I think March, of Polish Pickup. This is from the brand Pretty Jelly, which I love. They're one of my favorite brands that I have found through Polish Pickup so far. I bought their I Am Groot polish, which is also a green, from this last month. I bought 8 polishes last month, you guys. I was a 5. I did 5 for like 3 months. I was so good, and then I think I moved up to 6 or 7 for a couple months, and then this month I did 8. What is wrong with me? Just kidding. If anybody's gonna understand me, I know you guys will. So this is a beautiful linear holographic with kind of this golden copper shimmer glow. Oh, it's so beautiful. I think it actually might be a multi-chrome shimmer in there. I don't have the description in front of me anymore. It also has, I think, some very light flaky components, just like a little bit of them, not a ton. So let's go ahead and swatch it. I'm gonna do 2 coats. You could maybe do 3 coats on this one if you wanna make sure you're absolutely getting like full opaque coverage and just a really rich shade or color. So let's go ahead and swatch it. Still got this frog in my throat. It's so frustrating when I'm trying to talk to my besties. You guys understand. This next shade is so, so beautiful. I remember when I purchased it, I thought, well, that's a fun name for a polish. As I look at it in these lights here, it actually looks more like a royal to navy blue. Oh, this is from Kiko, by the way. But on the nail, it's like a lot more teal. I think this might be kind of, it almost feels duochromatic. I don't really want to say that and have you get it and be disappointed, because you're not going to see any duochrome in my swatching. But right here, I'm just kind of tripping out because it looks royal blue, but then it looks like very deep teal on the nail. Anyway, I'm obsessed with this shade. If you still haven't purchased from Kiko, make sure this one goes in your cart. It's number 529. It is so, so beautiful. It's great at 1 coat, 2 coats. It's stunning. My love affair with Kiko is so strong, you guys. They're one of my favorite finds from 2017, I think. I think it was M, thank you M, who told me about them in the first place and that they have such great sales. And I was like, oh, $1? Okay, let me buy 100 of them. Not really, but over the space of a year, I probably did. Because I just keep going back and buying more, and they're always great. The best ones, though, are in this line. Not the ones that are in the round bottles, the ones that are called like quick dry or something like that. I don't really like those ones that much, but these ones I really, really like. So let's go ahead and swatch it, you guys. This is stunning. Okay guys, so purple and neutral. Had a brain fart. I actually didn't love either of these. Now the purple I liked better than the neutral, probably by far, but I still wasn't like super impressed, which you guys know I love Sally Hansen. I actually really like this argan oil formula. But this one, Orchid Amethyst, it's this kind of lustry plum, which isn't my favorite purple. I would say that's probably like my least favorite purple is a lustry plum, and I feel like a lot of brands do it. This is very similar to And the Raven Cried Give Me More from the new OPI Ulta Lisbon exclusive polishes. But this polish differs from that one in that it didn't quite get opaque at the second coat. It did that thing again where the edges of my nails weren't getting quite opaque and I had to go in for like a little bit of touch up on a few nails. So I just didn't love it as much. Okay, so last week in the bin of when I drew polishes last week, I drew this one. This is called Out of This World, and it's number 842 from Sinful Colors. I do not like this polish. I was thinking it was that other one that I really like that's sheer but looks awesome as a topper. This doesn't look awesome as a topper. It's too opaque to be a topper, too sheer to wear on its own. You know those kind of polishes? I don't like this polish. If you have a way that you like to wear this polish, please share it with me. I put this on 3 coats, still not opaque. I refuse to do 4 coats because I'm stubborn like that, because in real life, that would take so long to dry. I wouldn't ever recommend like 4 coats to anybody unless it's like actually your literal favorite polish of life. Or it's like an incredibly special indie polish that you can't like get in any other facsimile. So anyway, I didn't like this. Let's swatch it at 3 coats and you'll see what I mean. It's just kind of one of these polishes that I'm like, why? Okay, speaking of the swatch bin, let's do this, you guys. Let's draw some polishes for next week. First up, I have what feels like an indie. Oh, fun! This is a, sorry, not meaning to flip you guys off. This is a Stella Chroma polish, and it is called Let Me Show You. And this is a, oh, the flakies in here are so good, you guys. Like bright blue, and then all these shifty flakies mixed in with the bright blue. Next we have this, oh, fun, a neutral from Sally Hansen. This is called All Bark. And this is a very like orangey, red, brown. Ooh, it looks really pretty. What have we here? I've not been good at guessing square bottles lately. Is this a L'Oreal? Nope, Julie G. This is gonna go in the pink spot. It's called Pink Tiara. Oh, this is China Glaze. Thanks to China Glaze having that little thing on the top, I can always figure them out. This is called Cherry Pie. It's kind of pink, but I think we'll put it in the red spot. Okay, last one. Let's go all the way down to the bottom. Okay, is this a Studio M? It is. Oh, this is really pretty, you guys. Holy cow. This is a blue or purple. We'll have to see where I put it. And it has this really cool goldy green glow. Ooh, this is pretty. This looks like a micro flaky polish, but we shall see. Okay, so last we have our glitter and our A+, and they are both good. I like the A+ a lot more than the glitter, but they're both good. So this first one from Misa, we have Atomic Number 29, and this is a really beautiful orangey gold, and there's actually small bar glitters in there, and then hexes, and there's hollow. Yes, Misa coming through with the hollow. You'll see when we swatch it. It's really pretty. It's fun. The bar glitters are small enough that they don't look long and hairy, so I think that this is a very fun glitter. So let's go ahead and take a look. I think I only really needed one coat. Last but not least, last but most. That's how it should go on my channel. Last but most, this is For Pete's Sake from Top Shelf Lacquer. And is this my second polish from them? I can't remember if it's my second or first. You guys will probably remember better than me. My memory's horrible. This polish is one of those otherworldly kind of polishes. It's so cool. I did not expect the base to look like this. The base is this kind of murky, jelly blue, purple gray, but like pretty sheer. But this polish doesn't look sheer at 2 coats because it has so much flakies. Like maybe the most flakies I've ever seen in a polish that's not like an only flaky polish. Like Battle of Wits, for example, from Moonshine Manny. It's just multi-chrome flakies and linear holographic pigment. This is basically nearly that. There's so many flakies in here, but it also has this multi-chrome base, and that's the purpose for that nice sheer base that you're gonna see. So it's thinner so that you can see the flakies and so that you can see all that multi-chrome. Ooh, this polish is so pretty. It's like on the verge of being too much. Which, is there even a thing? No, there's not a thing, but like when I look at this, I'm like, where do my eyes look? Like that's what I mean by too much, because I'm like, what do I even look at? It's so pretty. Okay, so I mean, I'm starting to get a little bit of from this polish. This is called For Pete's Sake. It was also from the March polish pickup, and this was inspired by the book Pete the Cat series. And so I basically got this polish, even though it is so gorgeous, but that month was really hard to choose. I got this polish because my daughter's favorite book series, she's kind of growing out of it. She's starting to go towards like the next level, but she loves Pete the Cat. She loved it a lot more about 6 months ago, but still. This is so, so pretty. I'm not even gonna tell you guys all the stuff that's in here. Let's just go ahead and look at it. Okay, so now I'm going to tell you what you can expect from me coming up. So I should have up either tomorrow or the next day the Zoya Sunshine for Summer 2018 collection review. That will be up next either on Sunday or Monday, depending on how much time I have to get that done, because the 12-piece collections, those edits are real long, guys. Real long. Okay, we have the Sally Hansen Pastel Crayola polishes that I was showing you guys. Here they are. There's 6 of those. Aren't they pretty? We have Coloristic Carol Cosmic Summer 2.0. These are 4 new multi-chrome hollows, and they are very, very shifty and super fun, you guys. So we will also be looking at those. I don't know exactly what order all these videos are going to go in, but this is what's coming. I'm trying to track down the Vanessa Hudgens Sinful Colors exclusive shades. As soon as I find those, we're going to do a review on them. That's very exciting. I wouldn't say I'm a huge Vanessa Hudgens fan. I liked her in that Grease live show, but I don't think I've seen her in anything else. But I like it when Sinful Colors collaborates with, you know, a person. I always think that those are kind of fun. I do have a duo to tell you guys about. Moonshine Manny and Coloristic Carol have a duo for Mother's Day coming up. It will be going on pre-sale at the end of this month on the 27th. And here is your first sneak peek of them. So the theme for this duo is Mother Earth. And here are the 2 shades. We'll have more info on those soon, you guys, but there's your little sneak peek of those. The Orly Neon Earth collection is still on its way to me in the mail, and the Glam Polish shades are still on their way to me as well. I'm trying to think if there's anything else. If I've forgotten something, I'll put it down here at the bottom. So that's it, you guys. This is the part where we pick a winner for our giveaway. If you don't know what I'm talking about, please see the description bar below. Okay, so my random number generator told me that comment number 97 is my winner, and I counted down, and my winner is Sasha Zambri. So yay, Sasha! Thank you for entering each week, you guys. If you have won previously, you can continue to enter every single week if you would like to. So just comment down below in the comments of this video, comment that you would like to be entered in the giveaway. You can answer my little question from earlier if you would like to, and you will be entered into the giveaway. Just make sure that your subscriptions are public, because one of the stipulations of this giveaway is that you are subscribed. If you Google on YouTube, how do I know if my subscriptions are public, it will answer it for you. And it'll like walk you through how to do it. It's just a little process. So Sasha, send me a little email. Let me know that you heard that you're my winner, and we will chat. So fantastic, we're at the end of Swatchfest. I know I was super chatty today, you guys. Thanks for putting up with me. I know by now though that if you come to Swatchfest, it's because you like long videos. If you don't like long videos, you can tune in for my other videos. If you don't like long videos, you're surely not hearing me say that, because you would have left a long time ago. So anyway, you guys, that's it. Thanks for hanging out with me today. I really appreciate you being here. Thanks for giving me some of your time this weekend. Thank you for spending some time with me. I just value your time. I value your friendship. I value our community. So thank you for being here, you guys. I hope to see you back for the next video. Take care until then. Bye.